This video is for all the men who have dated a female narcissist or who is currently dating a female narcissist. There's not a large community online of men who have dated female narcissists. In certain videos, I see comment sections of a lot of men who have been falsely accused of abuse, who have been called narcissists themselves. So not only female narcissists, but narcissists in general tend to blame shift, and they tend to they'll call you the narcissist, even though you might have just set a boundary, or you might have figured them out, or you might have called them out on their behavior. And then they'll flip it on you. They'll say you're delusional. They'll say you're crazy. They'll say you're the narcissist. And then they'll go on a smear campaign and tell everybody this about you and that about you. When a lot of times they're just projecting, and they'll tell people things that they've did themselves. But female narcissists usually use their sexuality to pull a man in, to make it seem like they're way closer than any relationship they've ever been in, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you're better than X, Y, and Z." They'll learn the stuff. They'll learn a bunch of stuff about the man, learn what makes him tick, learn what makes him react, learn his personal information, and then throughout that relationship, they'll be throwing passive aggressive comments, flipping what you said, using the things that they learned about you in order to get under your skin. So then you start walking on eggshells. You don't know what you should say to this person. You kind of want to be away from them, but at the same time, it becomes like a toxic trauma bond. And the fact that they're hot and cold, you know what I mean? The fact that they're hot and cold, it becomes an addiction. It's just like when you do drugs, like you get a high and then you get low and then you get high and then you still looking for that high. So it's kind of like an addiction, and that's why people get in relationships, not only female with females, but people get in a relationship with narcissists, and then they either keep going back, or when the narcissist comes back, they allow them back in their life, because all of the psychological damage, the up and down, the hot and cold, literally becomes an addiction. It's like having an addiction. But I always call narcissists, whether they're female or male, professional actors. But from my perspective, since I'm a male, I've dated female narcissists as well as I have a narcissistic mother. I know that I feel like females, especially when they're narcissistic, are way better at manipulating, and they're way better at acting. They can fake cry, you know what I'm saying? They can easily exploit people who are not self-aware. If you are in the process of working on yourself and healing some magical way, they will be on the process of working on themselves and healing. And the thing is, when you come across a narcissist female who says she's working on herself, healing, following God, or going to therapy, 9 times out of 10, it's all just surface level stuff. She's not actually doing the internal work. You know what I'm saying? She's not actually following God. She's not actually going to therapy. And if she is going to therapy, 9 times out of 10, think about it. If she can manipulate you, she can manipulate her family, she can manipulate her friends, she can lie and deceive them and exploit them. What you think she's doing to the therapist? The therapist is just another human being that went to college to learn different things and different tools in order to help people with their mental health or whatever the case may be. The therapist is still a human being. You feel what I'm saying? The reason why it's so hard to detect them if you're not self-aware, working on yourself and really noticing the red flags, is because even if even if you are self-aware to an extent, like, you got to remember that they're so good at acting. Like I said, they're good at fake crying, they're good at showing vulnerability. People always say they don't have no empathy and stuff like that, so people are just like, "Oh, I was with this girl and she was crying, so I guess you're not a narcissist." No, like, they're actors. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they're good. Like, you really have to be on your mental health A game. You really have to pay attention. You really have to, I feel like this is something that should be taught in school. You really have to understand how dangerous these individuals are. I would encourage anybody who is dealing with a narcissist, not only female, but to go no contact, separate yourself from them, let God deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll end up having false allegations. You'll be in the court. You'll and 9 times out of 10, the way the court works is who is a better actor. You know what I'm saying? Who's more believable. And with the narcissists, they went to acting school times 10. So you don't want to play that game with them. You don't want to be involved in it at all. So just go no contact, separate. Especially a female. Oh my God, he hit me. He did X, Y, and Z. You feel what I'm saying? Some of these female narcissists will destroy the most loving and caring men. Now, these men probably have things that they have to work on from their childhood. but they'll destroy your whole image. They might destroy your business. They might make you lose your job. You know what I'm saying? Make half of these men lose their sanity. Some people lose their family, X, Y, and Z. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. You lose your kids. I seen a guy on here on a video where like the wife was a narcissist and she's running around with the kids, taking the kids away from him, and he got to go to court. She's saying he's abusive. She's saying do X, Y, and Z. Meanwhile, she's doing everything he's doing. His kids want to come back to him. Let alone what's it parental alienation. They do that as well in regards. This happens a lot in the hood for sure. It happens in general, but where the mom might be a narcissist, or she might be toxic, or she might have some other personality disorder, where she will literally brainwash her kids that the father is not a good father, and that's not true. And it's not even true. It happens so often. And in reality, either he didn't want to be with her because it's hard to be with, like, who wants to be with a narcissist? Let's keep it real. You feel what I'm saying? So he probably separated himself and was like, let's co-parent, and maybe he found somebody else who was healthier for him. Now she didn't destroy because she's insecure. And their insecurities is on a whole nother level. They want to throw people in your face. They want to throw relationships in your face. They want to tear you down. They don't have a healthy internal compass for morals. Like these people are people you should stay away from. So please go no contact. I'm so passionate about this topic in regards to narcissism, because I see the pain in men's eyes. I see the pain in women's eyes who have to deal with these narcissistic men. Trust me, a lot of women are very vulnerable to these situations too. It's not about men or women. I just made this video in regards to men because I don't see a lot. It's some men out there, but I don't see a lot of men talking about it because the way society's set up. Men's supposed to be tough and men's supposed to deal with it and thug it out and X, Y, and Z. That's true. We supposed to be strong. We supposed to do what we're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, emotional abuse is emotional abuse, and we still human beings. And yeah, we got to be strong. But at the end of the day, these things should be called out from male and the female side. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is deeper than male, female. This is spiritual. This is demonic. You feel what I'm saying? But it's your boy Josh Different. I'm different, you different, we different. Everybody go work on yourselves, go heal, and be safe out here because these narcs are lurking.